My friends, I'm here to tell you that the failure of the Bush administration has been a killer for the state's governors, for us to try to cope with the economic distress and the problems has really been difficult in our state. And I know of no other governor who has worked harder to address the problems of his state than Jim Florio of New Jersey.
Democratic vision of America. Ladies and gentlemen, change is upon us. And change comes with new choices for all of us to make. This November, the American people will make a choice that will set this nation's course for the 21st century. America knows that the course must be a new one, because the middle class is being left behind, and the poor and the vulnerable and the sick, they can't even get to the starting line. As Democrats and as Americans, there are questions that we must answer. Will we allow Washington to continue to ignore these problems and let this nation go on adrift? Will we continue to be passive, hoping that some invisible hand will guide us back to strength and progress? Or will we elect Bill Clinton and chart a course that will put America's people first? It's up to all of us. Let me tell you why I believe that America will make the right choice. The people of our nation are tired of inaction and indifference to the nation's problems. They want a president who shares the concerns and the values that we share. We want a president who knows what it means to have to work to what you get. A president who doesn't think that grassroots is something that's on a golf course. A president who knows what a supermarket scanner is, and who knows what it means to clip grocery coupons to use them to try to make ends meet for your family. We are hungry for a leader who's in touch with the values that mean progress. A leader who enables us to go farther than our parents did and allow our children to go beyond where we are. The leadership in the White House seems to have forgotten those values. Or maybe they never knew them at all. I was born not far from here in the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York. My father was a painter in the shipyard. He worked long days on the docks. My mother made sure that we kids stayed in line, and that the family lived within the budget. But my family gave me some important ideals that grew more meaningful as time went on. Lessons like, if you work hard, you'll get ahead. You can't spend what you don't have. Give something back. Make a difference. Brooklyn is a long way from Hope, Arkansas, where Bill Clinton grew up. But we have many experiences and many values in common. Bill is working hard for the same people that he grew up with. He's working very hard for the same people I grew up with. He's working for the people in the cities and the towns all across this nation. People who still believe in the American promise of generational progress and are working very hard to keep it alive for this and future generations. Bill wasn't born on third base. His father died when he was born. He was raised by his mother with the help of his grandparents in a home that did not have indoor plumbing or heat in the winter. He helped his family make ends meet by working in his grandfather's general store. I'll bet that Bill remembers, like I do, the feeling of having a family without a breadwinner at work. Bill knows that a job is more than just work. It's dignity and the pride of providing for your own family. As governor of Arkansas, he has put people to work at 10 times the national rate. Working with people of one of the poorest states, he made Arkansas a national model for economic development and creating jobs. As president, he's going to invest in our people by creating good jobs. And he will commit our resources to rebuild America, creating millions of good jobs that will transform a stagnant Cold War economy into peacetime prosperity. I've traveled around our great state of New Jersey. And I've talked to thousands and thousands of hardworking people about what they believe that government should do and what government should not do. I've heard a lot of different opinions, but they're all connected with a common theme. People want a leader who isn't focused on the politics of left or right, but rather we want a nation that goes not backwards, but forward. The leader of such a nation is Bill Clinton. And that's because the people of America want a leader who believes in hard work. They want a government that rewards people who play by the rules. They want our nation to make the kind of investments that keep opportunity alive. Under President Clinton, this country will stop squandering our resources on the S&L mistakes of yesterday and start investing them in the job-creating promise of tomorrow. Because Bill Clinton knows that while our country is blessed with enormous strengths, we are also beset with monumental challenges. A $4 trillion federal debt, government gridlock, inadequate education, out-of-control health care costs, runaway special interests. If we're going to solve these tough problems, we need a president who can take the heat. And if you think it's easy to be left with the tab from someone else's binge, come to New Jersey. We'll talk. The status quo always has its defenders, and they are powerful. The next president is going to have to take them on. Bill Clinton has proven that he's got the right stuff. The governor, as an example, he untangled the bureaucracy to make welfare a springboard of opportunity, not a trap of dependency. And at the same time, he works to bring people together. You know, it's an easy thing to pit people against each other. But that's a very dangerous political game. We need a president with the vision and the judgment and the energy and the drive that will bring us together. Not a president who seeks political advantage by driving us apart. We need a leader who wants to be the president of one nation, not two nations, one that is full of opportunity and the other that's full of despair. We need a president who cares enough about the people he grew up with and the America that we all come from to have the courage to stand up for us, to take government back from the special interests, and to make it work for the people again. We need a president who cares not just about the next election, but about the next generation. We need Bill Clinton.